Venn diagrams, here we go again. We saw them way back at the beginning of the year. We looked at that with our first unit this year. But they're coming back, and they're coming back with a vengeance. They're throwing probability into the mix. And we're going to talk about this thing called conditional probability in this series also. So we're going to start simple. We have 30 students, 19 play sports, 18 play piano, 3 play both. Display this information on a Venn diagram and then determine the probability for A through F. So you should be able to do this, and I want you to pause the video and simply fill in the Venn diagrams. And we'll call S for sport and P for piano. So the red Venn diagram, the red circle will be S, the blue one will be P. Here's our universal set, this box. So pause the video, fill in the circles. Alright, so here we go. Let's run through this quickly. 3 play both, that goes on the inside. 30 total, 19 play sports. So if 19 total play sports, that means that this needs to be 16. 8 total play the piano, this needs to be 5. How many is that total? That is 24. 16 plus 3 plus 5, 24 total. The entire universal set has 30. That means that 6 people do not participate in either. And now for A through F, it doesn't ask us for how many, but it asks us for the probability. So for part A, probability that they play both sport and piano. So there are 3 people that fit that mold. Sport and piano, those are not mutually exclusive. There is overlap. These are not independent events. So sport and piano, 3 out of 30, better known as 1/10. And yes, you do need to reduce. Part B, at least one of the sport and piano. So that means sport, piano, or both. So how many people fit into that category? Well, it's everybody inside any of the circles. These 16 play sport, these 5 play piano, these 3 do both. So we've got 24 out of 30, which is 4/5. Part C, sport but not piano. Sport and not piano. So if I pick a person, I want them only to be in sports but not the piano circle, so that means we're looking at 16 out of 30, which is 8 out of 15. Part D, exactly one of sport and piano. Note the distinction between B and D. Sport or piano, not both. So that would be 21 out of 30, or 0.7, 7/10. E, neither sport nor the piano. That's everybody that's not in the circles. So 6 out of 30, which is 2/10. And last but not least, part F. The piano, if it's known that the student plays sports. So this one gets a little bit trickier. So we know that they play sports, which means everything not in the sports circle is irrelevant. So how many total people are we looking at now? We're only looking at the sports circle. It's known that they play sports. What that means is that our probability is no longer out of 30, but it's out of 19. And how many play piano that play sports? 3 out of those 19. This is what we call conditional probability. We have a condition on the probability that we're trying to find. We know that they play sports.